as you all know, the focus of my channel is movies. That's all I talk about pretty much on my channel. I talk about movie news, I do movie reactions, all that type of stuff. But I am going to make an exception to that rule when it comes to some of these series that are starting to come out, that are going to be coming out in the near future. The main one that I'm going to be focusing on as far as TV series goes is going to be the Lord of the Rings TV series from Amazon. That is going to become a big part of my channel moving forward, and I'm going to pretty much cover anything that comes out for the series as far as news goes moving forward. So, you know, that's obviously not going to be the new, I'm not going to make that like the new main focus of my channel or anything. I'm still going to be heavily a movie channel and stuff. You know, this is probably only going to end up taking up like maybe like 5 or 10% of my channel, but this is something that I'm really passionate about. Lord of the Rings, as I'm sure you know by now, is literally like one of the most important things in my life. I love Lord of the Rings. I can't express to you guys how much I love Lord of the Rings. But so with that being said, this is something that's really important to me. It's really important to me to see how they're going to handle this Lord of the Rings TV series, and I'm going to be holding Amazon accountable to this. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this new bit of news that just came out for this show. This is something that just came out yesterday, I believe. So, new $1.5 billion Lord of the Rings TV series set to film in Auckland, which, if you didn't know, is in New Zealand. So, yes, they are going to be bringing Lord of the Rings back to New Zealand. They're going to be making New Zealand Middle-earth once again, which I think is a really smart move. I think that is the best decision that they can make, and I think that's great. I really do think that is a really good decision. So, film industry insiders confirmed a huge part of the Lord of the Rings TV series will be produced in New Zealand. The Amazon Studios show is set to be the most expensive TV show ever, costing more than $1.5 billion, which is an insane amount of money. That is just ridiculous for a show, mind you. Like, that's just insane. So this really just goes to show that, you know, if Amazon wants to do this right, if they want to play their cards right, and I think they will be trying. I personally really do think that they are going to try to hopefully play the cards right, where they aren't going to make it a woke fest or anything like that. If they learn anything from the shows that have come previous to them, then they will do what will honor Tolkien and his mythology, his stories. If they screw that up, then their show is going to be a failure. It just is. Speaking to New Zealand Herald Premium, a senior member of the Auckland film industry says Kumeu and Auckland Film Studios are involved. They say studios have been working on pre-production for more than a year, and American crews were already in Auckland. So they have been working on it for a while, which is good. Because, you know, with a show like this, you need to take time to actually get things right. So the insider says everyone involved had to sign confidentiality agreements with the government and Amazon. All 6 of the original film franchise directed by Peter Jackson were filmed in New Zealand, putting our country on the map as a prime filming location and sparking a new wave of Middle-earth themed tourism. Those shoots were based in Wellington, but the studios there have been taken over by James Cameron's Avatar. The insider told the Herald that an announcement would be expected soon, as the leases are due to take effect in July. And I believe they are planning on starting filming in August, which is obviously, you know, really soon. So we're going to be getting a lot of information for this show really soon, I believe. Earlier this month, Amazon Studios boss Jennifer Salke said in an interview with Deadline, "I think we might be in New Zealand for the Lord of the Rings production. I don't know, but we're going to have to go somewhere interesting that could provide those locations in a really authentic way because we want it to look incredible. And what better place to do it than New Zealand, because New Zealand is Middle-earth. I mean, come on. Whenever people see New Zealand now, they just think of Middle-earth. They just do. It's in history now. It is literally just permanently stamped on history now that New Zealand is Middle Earth and Middle Earth is New Zealand. So there have been rumors that Sir Peter Jackson, the New Zealand director who adapted the J.R.R. Tolkien tales to the big screen, could be involved with the Lord of the Rings series. The Peter Jackson conversations right now were right in the middle of them. Salky told Deadline, which that's interesting. I didn't hear about that, so that'll be interesting to see if they can actually bring Peter Jackson on board, because the last that I heard, Peter Jackson wasn't interested in working on the series. He just wasn't. He had other projects that he was working on. So the last that I heard, which is something from last year sometime, he wasn't planning on going to be working on it. It's like, how much do you want to be involved? How little? I know there's been some discussion and he's even said some things, but as far as I am aware, the latest is that we are just in a conversation with him about how much or how little he would be involved. So even if he was involved a little bit, I think that would be better than Jackson not being involved at all, for sure. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we have on this for now. I think that this is a good move. I think this is a really smart move on Amazon's part, and this will definitely help everything out, help get people excited about the series and stuff. So I'm not going to get excited about the series. I'm going to be staying neutral about this whole thing until we actually start to get more information about it, because I just do not want to get myself excited about this thing just to be disappointed. So for now, I'm just going to be as neutral as I can about the news that is coming out about this series. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? What do you think about the show? What do you think about this news? What do you think about them returning to New Zealand to film the series? So let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye. Thank you for watching this video. There's a direct attack on free speech happening, which is why I created an account at Subscribestar. Subscribestar, if you didn't know, is basically like Patreon, but they don't censor free speech like Patreon does. So if you go to Subscribestar, you can find a bunch of different tiers that you can subscribe to every month, from anything from $1 to $5 to $50 and anything in between. And basically, all of this will be helping me continue to be able to bring you guys the content that I do on YouTube and other platforms without needing to worry about the censorship of things like YouTube, which is getting worse and worse by the day. So your support would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to go check me out at Subscribestar, go ahead and do that at subscribestar.com/Josiah Rises. You can subscribe anything from $1, which even $1 is very helpful a month, to $50. And there's different benefits and rewards and bonuses that you get depending on how much you subscribe as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys consider subscribing and helping me out in this crazy time right now on things like YouTube and stuff. So thank you for all of your support. I really do appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.